Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the Solo Diaries. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. So, like I said in my last one, I'm just trying to make these as real as possible, as unfiltered as possible. I'm just going to be me, okay? So, yeah, I guess you could call that a little disclaimer. So yeah, I guess let's get into it. What has been going on this week? So it's Sunday. There isn't much, to be honest with you, that has gone on this week. It has been a very quietish week, I guess you could call it. But it's been really nice. It's been really chilled. Sometimes I go through phases. I don't know if other people get this, from working online and stuff and just always being on social media. But sometimes I need a lot of time to myself. And I have to be on my own. And that means not even seeing my friends, not seeing anybody, just doing my own thing. Sometimes my communication can become a lot more distant from people. And now that's not intentional. That is just literally because that's how I operate and that's what I like. And sometimes I find that I do better, not distancing myself per se, but just taking time to chill and just be away from everything and do my own thing. So that is how I've spent the week. I've stuck to my routine so good this week, which I'm genuinely so proud of myself for. So little pat on the back for that, because I've eaten well, I've been moving my body every day. As I say, I stuck to my routine and my exercising's been good. Everything just has been so good, which yeah, I'm really happy about. My new running trainers have arrived. They're Sauconys. I don't remember which ones they are, but I need to go pick them up from the post office because they're from a Netherlands, the shoe or something company online. I've got to go and pay a customs thing. But one of my friends actually got me these shoes for Christmas. So thank you for that, Shaq. Very, very kind of you. He lives in Canada. So that's very nice of him to have got me that. He wanted to show his appreciation to me for helping him throughout the year, and that's what he decided to do, was gift me those and buy me something which he thought I needed, which it's just so kind of somebody who you've never met in person to do. So yeah, I'm really grateful for that. And he actually made me cry in a good way, because when we were talking a few weeks ago, I'm gonna move this over a tiny bit so I can chill out. There we go. Yeah. I probably look so unladylike in these videos. I'm yeah, so sprawled out. I don't care. This is me. Yeah, so anyway, going back to Shaq, bless him. He is such an incredibly kind human being. He told me that I had actually helped him a lot more than he realised, and helped him show up for himself and give him motivation and give him discipline. And he said the words to me you have changed my life. And actually hearing that from somebody, I have no words. It just shocks me, and I'm genuinely so grateful that I'm in a position where I do help people, and the power of social media and stuff. And that is genuinely what inspires me to keep going forward and moving forward every single day to help as many people as I can. Because if I can even change one person's life, which by the sounds of it I have done, to me my job is complete. That's my goal. I just want to help people because I know how hard it can be sometimes, and I have been in those exact shoes before, when you don't know what to do to move forward. You don't know how to help yourself. You don't know how to pull yourself out of a rut, to all these different things. So yeah, I'm grateful for that. So that's a little side note. Even though that all happened before Christmas, I thought I'd just mention it because I'm grateful. But yeah, other than that, speaking of pulling yourself out of a rut, if you're somebody who gets stuck in a rut, such a weird word, rut, isn't it? If you're, see, I'm sorry, I just sidetrack all the time. If you are somebody who does find yourself stuck there and you're what can I do to get out? It feels impossible. Let me just tell you something, give you a few little tips. First of all, do not overwhelm yourself. Stop giving yourself too many expectations to meet so quickly, because that is more than likely what will cause your burnout and cause you to remain in that same space as you were initially. If you can sit there and create a little list, whether it's on your phone, in person, whatever, a mental note of things that you need to do. Now, I'm not saying things you want to do, I mean need, whether that is take a shower, brush your teeth, go to the toilet, eat. Things which are important for yourself, and you feel like you're so stuck in a rut and you have no motivation, you do not want to get out of bed, make a note of, okay, this is what I have to do. I know I have to eat today. I know I have to stand up today. I know I have to do this. And just do one of them, because chances are it's going to spiral. Okay, if you make it your mission, okay, I get to put my feet on the floor and I get to stand up because I have legs, and I'm very lucky to do that. If you can do that and just stand up, walk yourself to the bathroom, get yourself ready. Once you have done that, walk yourself over to the kitchen, make yourself some breakfast, even if it's a banana, even if it's something on toast, whatever it is, make it, eat it, order it, do whatever, make sure you eat. After you eat, you might be like, okay, I feel a bit full now. Maybe I should go and move my body to help it digest its food a bit better. So what are you going to do? You're going to go wherever you can, and you're just going to have a little 5-minute walk, because it's going to make you feel 10 times better. And if you're in a position to be able to go outside and it's sunny, make the most of it. And I need to listen to myself on this, because that's something I definitely don't do enough. The sun will help regulate your nervous system so much more than you realise. The fresh air, just being outside in nature, will help you massively. So hopefully that might be able to help you get out of a rut. And just remind yourself, you're capable to pull yourself out of it, okay? It might feel like an eternity, but trust me, and ride through it. Just ride through it. That is what I have. These are all things, by the way, which have helped me. I'm not saying 100% they might help you. I'm just giving them as like a little bit of friendly advice, because they might help you. There's been days here in this apartment where I haven't left for 3 days. I haven't even gone outside because I don't feel great. And I'm like, right, Sophia, this is not normal. Come on, you live in Thailand, sort it out. What are you doing? But I know that after those 3 days, when I feel good again, everything's going to be fine. So that is my little bit of thing I hold myself onto. Whether it takes me 3 days, whether it takes me a week, whether it takes me half an hour, whatever it might be, I keep that in the back of my mind. Yeah, I'm just going to ride through it. I'm just going to enjoy this time. Enjoy feeling how I feel, which sounds really weird, and that might not even make any sense to anybody. But yeah, sometimes you just ride through your emotions, okay? Now, another little tip for you guys, morning routine. How many of you do not have a morning routine? Be honest. How many of you wake up in the morning and rush out the door, rush to work, skip breakfast, do whatever, don't take any vitamins, don't have any electrolytes, and you just rush off and you're constantly rush. What do you think is going to happen to you over a course of time if you live your life like that? Genuinely. Your nervous system is going to break down, and you're not going to be able to function properly. You're going to get burnt out, you're going to get fatigued, and you're probably going to end up ill in one way or another, because your body just can't take it, because you're not functioning properly and you're not allowing your body and your mind to just breathe. That is all we need to do sometimes, is just to slow down and breathe. Now, if you can wake up half an hour earlier, say, to what your schedule is, then that's going to make all the difference, because then you can add in new things into your schedule. Now, I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to lie and be like, okay, do this, that and the other. I can relate to that. I can relate to working a 9 till 5 to an extent, okay? I used to work 3 jobs. I used to wake up, I don't know, 6:30, 7. Sometimes I'd go to the gym before work if I had managed to get up early enough. Go to the gym, come back from the gym, rush around, go straight to the barbershop, work in the barbershop all day, and then go and do cleaning or care work after. Sometimes even do a night shift. Then it would be my day off in the barbershop, and I'd have to catch up on errands, and then I'd go and do other private haircuts and blah, blah, blah. The list goes on. But as of now, my life, of course, is very different, which I'm very grateful for. I'm always grateful. I don't actually have to wake up at a certain time anymore. If I wanted to wake up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, of course, granted, if I didn't have any meetings or work, then I could. But what I'm saying is, I know sometimes not all of us will actually have the room for creating a structured morning routine. But if you are able to, as I say, even waking up 15 minutes earlier. In my case, I wake up at 8:30 on a good day, if I go to bed at a reasonable time. But sometimes I do end up... See, I'm sorry, I just sidetrack all the time. My flow state, sometimes, 99% of the time, is anywhere between 9 p.m. and 2 a.m. Do not ask me why. I don't understand why. I love nighttime. I love my flow state being at this time because I get so energized at this time, which has its pros and it has its cons. But then going to bed later and aiming for 7 or 8 hours sleep, of course, means waking up at around 9:30, when realistically I'd like to be up at 7. But anyway, that's besides the point. I'm going to just explain my little morning routine to you so you have an idea. You may be able to incorporate this in your life if you can. I highly recommend it because I find it just sets your whole day up. Lovely, okay? So I wake up. I will not look at my phone properly. I put my phone on do not disturb when I sleep, right? If someone wants to get hold of me, they have to call me 2 or 3 times because that is just how it works on do not disturb. So, okay, granted, if there is an emergency, then my family or whoever will ring me multiple times and I will hear it. But the first time, or any messages, notifications, things from Instagram, I will not hear. It will all stack up. And if I, click my phone to see the time, all it's going to do is show me the time. And if I scroll down, it's going to show me all my notifications, right? So what I like to do as soon as I wake up, whether it's naturally or my alarm's gone off, I'll lay there and I'll think to myself, like, okay, I've woken up. I'm lucky. I'm grateful. And I'll count all my blessings and I'll be like, I'm so grateful for my life. I'm so grateful for this. I'm so grateful for that. The list goes on. Once I've done a couple of affirmations, I will then pick up my phone and I'll order my coffee most of the time. Coffee is the most important thing, but you need to hear me out, okay? Because it takes sometimes 45 minutes, sometimes 50 minutes, but most of the time I'll wake up, go on Spotify, still not looked at my phone. Oh, I've not looked at who's messaged me. I've got no notifications in my head at this point. Gone on there, ordered my coffee, put on music on my TV. Then I'll go in the bathroom and I'll get myself ready for the day, do my skincare, brush my teeth, whatever. As soon as I've come out, I will then do my stretches. Now, we're probably say I wake up at 9, we're probably 9:30 at this point, tops, by the time my 10-minute stretching is finished. Still haven't looked at my phone. I will then grab my bottle of water, because I get 15 or something, 18 maybe per week, which I get topped up every week, which I love. It's so useful by my building. They're all in 1 litre, right? So I go straight downstairs, I look out my window, make sure nobody is on the treadmill, and I will have my litre of water and I will go down there and I'll do my hour of cardio, sometimes 45 minutes, but 99% of the time it will be an hour. And I will make sure I drink 1 whole litre of water within this hour. And that is the first time I will look at my phone to message people back, to see what's gone on, to respond to emails, to check all my socials, things like that. Because to me, I find this helps my nervous system so much. If you wake up, right, let's just do a little scenario. You're laying here, yeah, and you pick your phone up. First thing, as soon as you've opened your eyes up, not only are you exposing yourself to all of the blue light UV exposure on your phone, on your skin, first thing, which isn't great, which is causing us all premature necklines in this generation because we're so used to having our phone heads down looking at our phones. That's a whole other story. Oh, I think we should create a little conspiracy video. Oh, let's do that soon. See how I go on tangents. And yeah, you're going to look at your phone and you're just going to start going on social media, looking at every other person that exists live. And what are you going to do? You realise, I've been scrolling for 30 minutes. Put your phone down. You're going to feel exhausted again. And you're going to start thinking, my life isn't as good as that person on there who looks like they've got their life together. That 19-year-old that earns 500k every year, that, I don't know, drives a Lamborghini, whatever. You know what I mean? So stop doing it yourself. Stop self-sabotaging yourself. Stop doom scrolling. You don't realise how damaging it is for you. And sometimes people be like, oh, you take ages to respond or whatever. And I used to be so apologetic for this. But now I'm like, no, it's me. This, I like having my routine like this. I'm not going to change that. I will go on my phone when I need to. How did people function, do you think, back in the day when we had telephones which were attached on the wall? You would go days without talking to people. That was a normal thing. Now people have become so dependent on having to respond to somebody within 10 minutes. Oh, if they don't respond to me, they don't like me, or they're not interested, they're not making effort, they're selfish. It's not that. And that is something else I've realised this week is just chill out. If people don't text you, that's fine. It's a chill thing. I realised So yeah, basically, by the way, that's like the end of my morning routine. And then after that, I'll start work. I'll do whatever I have to do. Obviously, it differs. A lot of the time I do have calls at like 8 a.m, 7:30 a.m. So I do have to get up earlier. And my stretching and my cardio will come after my meetings because they are early, because some of my clients in the US. But yeah, my point of this is, if you can allow yourself half an hour just to do some simple stretching, do some gratitude, listen to some music and slow down your morning, have some coffee, make sure you have a lot of water, have your electrolytes, your life will just significantly improve. That's my opinion anyway. Yeah. So the last thing I want to talk about here, because I've been rambling for ages, is I think I've understood how I am as an individual when it comes to relationships. I think I have avoidant attachment when it comes to relationships. Now, I haven't looked into it too much, but to my knowledge of this, if somebody doesn't show a lot of interest in me, I become clingy and I like it. I like it subconsciously, even though I don't like it that they're like ignoring me or whatever, or not texting me back straight away. I become not dependent, because I have managed to work through this and like learn about it, sort my mind out. But that's what happens. And then when somebody love bombs me or shows me so much affection, I become so avoidant and distant and I run away, because I'm like, that's too much. So that's just a really interesting thing I've learned about myself this week, because obviously we own our truths on these weekly episodes. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that. It's really interesting. But yeah, I guess that's all which has gone on. I can't believe it's my birthday next month. That was something else that has been on my mind. I've been playing my piano so much. I've learned so much recently. So much. Watching YouTube videos nearly every day now on chord progressions and how to read sheet music. Life's good. So yeah, I guess my overall summary of this week is that I just feel extremely lucky and grateful to be here. But it's not luck. It was literally sheer, pure hard work. I didn't get here from doing nothing. I sacrificed a lot and I did a lot to get here. So yeah, I didn't come this far just to come this far. That's one of my favourite quotes. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. As I said in the last episode, if you have any things that you want me to talk about or questions or anything, let me know and I'll answer them. And until then, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment and subscribe. It really, really helps me out. I'll leave all of the links in my description down below to my coaching, my Instagram, my TikTok, and also my Realignment podcast on Spotify. Go check them out. They're all about motivation and things like that. But yeah, other than that, have an amazing, blessed week. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode of the Solo Diaries. Thank you.